Yeah, thank you, Kathy Joe. Kathy Joe's on my side. Just growing out the beard. Clayton, would you believe this is all from November?
Yeah,
Actually, it doesn't grow that fast, but it does grow pretty fast.
that's right.
Clayton,
More.
did you see it last time I shaved it all the way? It was right before I moved back to Nashville. When I was teaching, I shaved it the last day of school for my students. I don't know if you remember that.
That was a minute ago.
Uh-huh. That was right before that trip we took to Italy that one year because I
Oh.
got made fun of for my lack of beard.
Yeah.
I shaved my mustache yesterday.
We can tell Dylan.
I do it nightly.
Hello everybody and happy Monday. Um, I will go over kind of the agenda and what the call will look like today, and then we will get started. Um, Clayton is going to do the majority of the teaching today, the second part of his WTH. See, I take notes from you, Clayton.
Oh,
Walk, teach, heal. I got you. Um, Quick housekeeping updates, and I see a comment on this. Um, Email we can report did not go out over the weekend. That's why we sent it out through WhatsApp. We are upgrading it for the holiday sales to make sure that we can get everything taken care of. And so there was a temporarily delay as they are working on upgrading that so that we have enough emails to go out to everybody during the holiday season without us getting flagged. There's very specific rules and regulations now with emails and how many you can send. So we had to make sure our account was maximized so it would be successful during the holiday sales. So we will keep you all updated on that. Couple other housekeeping things. Today, we're going to go over kind of the holiday sales and how you all can maximize that the most. So that's going to be the majority of our training. And then I am going to go over some of our sales competitions that are happening for ambassadors and give some shout outs to people. Um, Dylan and Clayton, do you all want me to do that at the start or do you want me to do it at the end? You both are muted.
recognition's always best from the jump, so let's go.
Oh, okay. Um, So I will do that. And then the last thing that we want to cover today is leave time for ambassadors to ask us any questions you all have as we get into next week, because this is a very important time for you all. So we want to leave 10 to 15 minutes for questions. And so just a heads up, I will be cutting us off at probably 15 minutes left. So we have time for questions. So recognitions, Clayton doing some sales training, and then questions at the end. That is our agenda for today. So I will start off with recognitions then. We have our first person who achieved the RPS, 10 new RPS members. Um, and their name is either Yana Alice or Roman. Their email says one thing and then their name says a different. So is there a Yana Alice on here or a Roman Alice? They were going to get a giveaway if they were here.
She's too busy getting more customers.
That they weren't even in the top 10 last week. So they literally over 7 days gained 7 RPS members.
Ooh,
Uh,
7 days? That's almost a full week.
Like one
the
per day.
second place person who also jumped is Bianca Britton. And is there Bianca here? Wait, is that our social media, Bianca?
That'd be amazing.
Um, Bianca, what's your last name? I'm asking you to unmute.
Sorry, I wasn't understanding that. Bianca Auger Breton. Sorry.
Um, it says Breton. Is that your last name or is that?
Yeah,
Oh, that is.
but I have two last names, so but yeah,
Ah.
Breton, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Well, then you are the second place person, and it looks like you have got up to 6 RPS people, so you're getting close to that 10. So congrats. And I'm gonna let Clayton decide what we want to give you away as your prize.
Well, seeing as I had to spend 45 minutes on the phone with Josh yesterday, getting this whole parasite purging thing back on track so we can get him straight, you're gonna get nothing and like it.
That's not
Okay,
true.
fine. What's my options?
We can do coupon or products, or we can let Bianca choose.
Oh, well, Bianca gets to choose. If I was her, I would get a coupon and use that to get more customers, but that's on her.
I'm down for the coupons.
See, there we
All
go.
right.
I'm
We
talking.
will reach out to you and get you $100 coupon that we'll send you, which reminds me, I need to send out Nurse Christie's from last week as well. So I'm glad I brought that up. So I will message you in the WhatsApp group we have and send you the code.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you.
And I
And then
wasn't kidding about Josh, by the way. I have another call with him this afternoon.
um, this is ironic because your uplines are the two that are grew the most for the sales challenges. And so it looks like the next one who is about to reach the mark to win the prize for level 3 or level 1, 2, and 3 sales is Jill. If Jill is on here.
Oh, that's
I'm
amazing.
here.
Oh,
Finally.
hello. Congrats.
Hey, thank you.
You looked like you jumped a good bit and you are getting close to reaching your level 1 prize. So shout out to you.
Thank you.
And would you like product or coupons?
Coupon to give away.
Okay. I've seen the giveaways you're doing, which look like they are going amazing. So,
Thank
uh,
you.
see,
Yeah,
make
we
sure.
actually had a Saturday, ladies Saturday. Yes, we had a Saturday group meeting about all just kind of all strategizing about how to do a giveaway. So my whole team is on it, doing it. They're all doing great.
Amazing. That is such awesome news. And thank you for doing that. That means a lot. And then we have one other one who was they were tied with you, and so I feel bad giving they were like 5 points below you. Is Roger on here?
Probably not
Clayton,
the Roger I'm thinking of, or
you
is it?
guys, no, it is the Roger you're thinking of.
Let's
Um,
go.
his
Because
sales have jumped up, but
oh
he's
no,
not
they're
on
coming.
here.
There's more coming. He's not on here because it's one.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
in
he's in Bali right now. It's
Bali.
like 2 o'clock in the morning in Bali. So send me that details and I'll send him tokens. That's all we need to know about that.
Okay. Well, shout out to everybody doing the competitions. While Clayton is doing his training, I will re-upload the documents for those who are interested because obviously with the sales coming up next week, that is going to be the best time to really make a jump with some of these things. If you have questions on the different competitions, so one is 10 new RPS members, and the other one is sales, hitting sales goals. Please reach out to me if you have questions. And another congrats to Bianca and Jill. Great work, you all. And that is all I have. So I'm going to hand it off to Clayton, who I know will have questions and interaction from the ambassadors here. But Clayton wants to talk about the holiday sales coming up and how, from a sales perspective, you all can maximize helping people get healthy over the next week and a half and helping make sure you are benefiting financially from this next week and a half as well. So, Clayton, all yours.
And hopefully this is going to be well received. And I was just going over with Marty this morning on some of the things that I need him to do in-house, which is also stuff that you guys can take advantage of. So 'tis the season, right? And I love that everybody that had an opportunity to win something chose tokens because giving thanks and giving are two great ways to actually create more customers. Um, I did this over the weekend. We were down in Florida, and some of the in-house crew was doing an event for Rom Roast Coffee and Ella Pure and Mercy Dupree clothing in an area of Florida, and we happened to walk by, or I happened to walk by, and there was a couple that was at the stand talking to the girls, and they were talking coffee, and they were very coffee snobs. So they were reluctant because of being coffee snobs. And so I grabbed a bag and said, here. And I was like, try it. And then that started talking into quality, because I took the time to actually invest in them, which made them want to invest in us. And their daughter is on a couple TV shows, and she loves coffee, and she's creating coffee videos. And this is the key thing for everyone to understand, whether it's in person, which is the most valuable piece, or online, that the more engagement that you have with people, the better outcomes you're going to have in being of service. And we know that outcomes create income. So in lieu of just blindly posting things on social media, the one thing that everyone should be doing, one, is actually reaching out to people. You have the ability to search people that are in your people that you follow, right? Not just the people that follow you, because we are all of influence, regardless of how many alleged followers you have on social media. And I'm going to give you an instance. Is Sandy on here? Because I always love to call Sandy out, because he's like my golden example.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna look you up on Facebook right now. So you and I, we're gonna have a chat for everybody that I've wanted to have for a long. Dude, you're up to 3,700 followers. I remember when you had like 700. So Sandy is like you guys, only he got fired from his job because he stopped having to show up, because he's helped so many people, not directly, but indirectly. Sandy was making 12 pounds an hour as an event security guard in London for a long time. His mom died 5 years ago, and one of her last requests to one of Sandy's friends was to have her help Sandy get some stuff and find some direction, because his career path wasn't one that was going to lead to long-term success. And after his mom passed, she got a hold of him and said, you need to try this stuff, which he was reluctant to do. But after he did, he had an experience that he then started sharing with his friends. And now he's made over $1 million in a few years. Not because of his direct influence, but because of the influence of people that his friends or their friends were connected to, and how this whole system works. So the key then is, what are you going to do to engage with people around you? If you don't reach out and you don't engage in some way with people, you're never going to have influence with them or over them. You actually have to take the effort, because you have more knowledge than they do. Here's a couple ways to do that. If you're one of these screen ninjas and you don't like being in public and talking to people, look at the people that follow you, and look at the people that you follow, right? Because the greater point is the people that you follow, because there's something in them that you like and that you're aligned with. Send them a message, not just a post, but send them a direct message. And you can work on the language of this, of, hey, you know what? Are you open to doing brand collabs and monetizing what you're doing? I work with I've had this experience, or I follow you because of this. Make it personal, not just bland, because you want to engage with people. And I will tell you, it works. I'm doing this on my socials, and I have 6 followers on social media, and 4 of them don't even like me, right? But I take the time, and I have Cam take the time with me to send people a message and say, hey, you're doing this. Would love to chat with you. And do you know what's crazy? people respond. And that gives you an opportunity to say, hey, look, let me send you some more stuff. So why is that important? Well, what's really easy right now? You can give people a 10% discount for signing up on subscription. You can post stuff on social media about some simple stuff. But here's one thing that you guys haven't done, and this is legal in any country. So listen to what I'm saying and apply it. Two things. One, if we put a post on social media, or Christina puts a post on social media, don't do what I post on social media because that'll get you in trouble. But if it's a corporate thing, copy it and post it yourself. Add your links, add some notes to it. Take Christina's stuff. If you watch what's happened over the last 5-10 years with people on social media, this approach of people copying and sharing and duplicating something that's already been posted is how you get things to go viral. You don't have to create new content, you share existing content. That's how, and then as you generate new customers, or if you have brand ambassadors with you, you have them do the same thing. And they post their links to go along with the content, because you don't have to create new content. If you want to understand this premise, if you watch television, do you know how many shows are new and how many shows are reruns? The evergreen material, the material that's already been produced, that was successful in the past, will be successful again because it's already proven. And if you look at using that on social media, all of the content's already done. All you have to do is just repurpose it. Take it, share it, copy it, paste it, share it. Do this consistently. But there are subjects that people, especially now, did you know there's a huge push for people to stop drinking alcohol? And that all of these people are, saying it's a dry January, right? Because everybody wants to stop drinking for 2026, right? Or people have realized that maybe they have an alcohol consumption problem. Little thought to this. If you've been drinking for any period of time, you've got stuff loaded in your liver. If you stop drinking, you're not solving the problem. Do you know what solves the problem? That would be clean spirits. And now we're coming into holiday season, and the double entendre of clean spirits really gets to hit home, right? Because you have the spirit of the holidays, and your family stresses you out, which makes you want to drink. So you need more clean spirits, but you also need 0 in. You guys can start sharing content on this. Now, here's one cool part, and I'm going to have Marty put out press releases on this today, which you guys should actually start using when we post press releases talking about the Inc. 5000 or Christina's new awards like the Stevie Awards in manufacturing, which are huge deals, or any press releases we've done from the past. You guys should take these and actually do some comments on them. But we have some new press releases that I have Marty working on today. Did you know if you cite a patent or a pending patent for its research, you're not making a medical claim? So would it not be cool to start doing a little campaign that you do personally, doing searches to find people around you or in your community that have kids that have autism, or have kids that have been diagnosed with ADD or ADHD, or they themselves know that they think they have ADD or ADHD? It would be amazing if an award-winning scientist has created protocols to address those issues that are already patent pending. I just didn't make a medical claim. I just told you truth. Now imagine being able to tell people an award-winning bioscience engineer has actually created a process to address those three issues. You all have that material. You're just not using it. Do you know how many people have kids right now that are diagnosed with autism? 17% of the population. Do you know how many people have ADD or ADHD or think they do? More than 17% of the population. Do you know what 0N does for those people? Ask me. I'm one of those people. Right? So through the end of the year, now if you're in America or if you're going to do marketing in America, not only do we have these tools and these opportunities, but we also, most businesses, large and small businesses have what we call cafeteria plans or Section 125 or an HSA or an FSA. This means employees of companies have a pool of money that they have an account for that they get every year that they get to use pre-tax dollars to spend on qualified expenses. All of our root products, all of the human products and the coffee and the genetics are all HSA, FSA, Section 125 approved. Now, what I would do, and I'm going to start doing this because I'm going to shoot some stuff this week to talk about this, is I'm going to talk about, hey, for 2026, why don't you get to know yourself? If you're an employee, why don't you use some of your HSA money to get a genetic test so you can do that now, do a swab, you'll have the report back by the time the year is over, and you can start your new year understanding you, because you can't create a new you without knowing you. And they don't have to spend any money. Most people that have these plans in all of these, every major company in America, employees have an HSA plan. They most of the time don't use it. So you can get your coffee and a genetic test without having to go out of pocket for anything, let alone clean slate, 0N, relive greens, and everything else. But why would I focus on taking the time to get to know yourself to end this year? Because the recommendations in the genetic test are clean slate, 0N, restore, relive greens, give me back my youth, immune defense shield, sculpting crush. It's going to do the work for you. Do you know how many companies have a comprehensive genetic platform that does that? One. Us. Do you know how many companies actually have a comprehensive genetic program that actually rewards people for sharing it? Oh, that would be us. That means every practitioner of any kind, whether they're online or in person, should probably be referring every single one of their patients to that link that you can help them create that allows them to make money for referring a genetic test, but actually have the data that's going to help them take care of their client. Or if you want to be a health coach, you then become the expert.
All right, Clay, I'm gonna pause this for a second so we can summarize because that was a lot of information. And I want to make sure that we leave people with like steps they can take this week. So if you had to summarize what you just kind of said into like three key steps that ambassadors could take to succeed, how would you summarize it? I know one was for people in the US to make use of HSA, FSA, but for all ambassadors, what would be the 3 steps that you are focusing on?
First, pick what you're passionate about. Find your passion point. Not multiple things, one thing. This was a realization that I had of working with some people over the weekend on marketing. Many of you have experience in the direct selling space, and I will say MLM. The key thing that people in the MLM industry need is one thing. People are capable of doing one thing typically. We have more than one thing. And because of what Christina is, everything that we have is pretty much best in class. What you need to do is figure out what of what we have, which could be Rom roast, because Duquesne's having his coffee. It could be coffee. It could be zero in. It could be clean slate. It could be give me back my youth. It could be sculpt if you like GLP-1s. It could be genetics. Pick one. One. Not two, not three, one. Pick one. This is going to be your focus, not just this week, but until the end of the year. So the next 6 weeks, your sole focus is going to be locking in on that one thing. And that one thing is the one thing that you're most passionate about. It could be KO3. Did you guys know that 27% of the population takes omega-3 supplements? 27% of the population. And most of them suck. Pretty big market. You have something that is less expensive and better, cleaner than all of them. And you can get money for it. Don't be afraid to talk about that either. Don't be afraid to actually talk about the fact that you found a company, this brand, this product that you love, and it pays you for sharing. So pick what you like. Start looking at how you can start doing some posts, or who of your friend group, the people that exist in this device, that you want to reach out to and go, oh my God, I got to tell you about this. You got to try this stuff. Happy holidays, because the important part around the holidays is connectivity, right? You should reach out to your family. You should reach out to your friends and wish them a happy holiday.
Clayton, should you only reach out to people that have already bought Root or are current customers?
God, no. Everybody. But if you have people that have been customers before, you should probably reach out to them and go, bro, got a discount for you. But reach out, be human. Reach out to people. Not just because someone's already a customer, they bought something, but be human. Just check in with people. Make it a point that for the next 6 weeks, you reach out to 3 people a day. Actually, I would say 5. 5 people a day. This could be a phone call or a text message. Just reach out and say hi. Tell someone you were thinking about them and ask them how they're doing. It's amazing what happens at that point. The third part, share with them what you're passionate about. Figure it. There's no specific way to do that, because without engagement, you won't know what to talk about. But you're going to pick one thing only, and then reach out to 5 friends a day, or family, people. Could be on social media, could be talking to somebody, could be text message or phone call. 5 people a day, send them a message. Good part
I
with
want to add to this is what Clayton does with our sales team. So our sales team currently, that is what their task is until the end of the year. And yeah, end of the year is that they are supposed to reach out to 5 to 10 people every day, and every week they are supposed to have 5 new signups.
5 times
And I
7.
will say 2/3 of our sales team is accurately doing that right now. So it should not, he is not asking for something that is unreasonable because most of our sales team or event team are brand new to it and haven't done this before. Um, Dylan and I are not included in that event sales team. So these are other people that we're trying to make sure that Dylan and I have more time to do this stuff. But he is asking stuff that he asked our employees to do, and it is very doable.
So 6
Sorry, Clay.
weeks. 6 weeks of doing this, 5 people a day, that gives you 210 contacts that you've actually contacted that then you could do stuff to follow up with.
I was gonna say something that's I think people get confused on that. It's not 5 of the same people, throughout each week. It's 5 people this day, 5 people the next day. And if you do that and you only do it once or twice a week, that's still 10 people a week. If you do what he said, 6 weeks, 60 people, even if like just 10% of those people sign up, that's 6 people buying products month over month. And that will eventually multiply every time you do that.
Like Bebe's kids, I'm looking at how many contacts I have in my phone, right? Just A's. I think I have 200 contacts that have an A in their name in my contacts list. So it's right here. I think Christina was laughing about this the other day. She has over 12,000 like literal contacts in her phone. I probably have something similar. I would bet most of you do to some extent, right? So all you have to do is those 3 simple things and then drop them a link. You're like, oh my God, you got to try this stuff. I've been using this stuff all year. I've been using this stuff for the last 6 months. You got to try this. It's really cool. I love this stuff. Then you're not lying, right? Because it's the one thing you're passionate about. Hope you're having and hope the year's been great. Holidays are going to be amazing. I wanted to get in touch with you, see how you're doing, and I wanted to share something for the holidays. Konnichiwa. It could even be a book. You want to know the easiest form of marketing? Be like, oh my God, I read this new book. I got to send you a link on a new book I bought. Then you send them a link to Cure the Causes, because everybody loves books. You're not trying to sell something at that point. If you tell somebody about a cool book you read, they're like, oh, cool. What is it? Done. What's that going to lead to? Oh, they're on the website. They're like, hold on, this woman's kind of hot. She's kind of smart. And she did coffee. I want to try the coffee. Right? So it's process. Should we do questions?
Duquesne's gone, but yeah, we can probably do some questions now.
Is Verena on? Oh, Birgit's here.
I don't have a question. I have a trick I do. I put in the morning 10-cent coins into my right pocket. And in the evening, every time I talk to someone about root, I put 1 cent into the left pocket. And if there are any left in my right pocket in the evening, I send messages.
Now, Birgit, is it also true that at the end of the day, the number of coins that you have in your left pocket, that you then move to the right pocket based on the number of martinis?
Well, my team reached 21,800 people today, and I'm very proud, and I had to tell you that. So I'm working in the background, even if it's quiet, because I'm going out a lot in this season, and I'm networking with the American community in Germany.
See, now how cool is that? So how many of those 21,800 people are you personally connected to?
A lot, because I talk a lot.
Well, we know that, but
I help a lot,
is it 10,000?
probably.
No, it's not.
My phone is full.
I know your phone's full, but when you look at the personal relationships, the personal connections that you have as root customers, is there more personal or is there more in-depth?
Well, I talk to most of the team leaders and they talk to their teams. So I do it like the Roman army. I have my commanders of the legions and they talk.
And that's the beautiful part of
I personally loved the history reference right there. Um, as the history nerd, that was very accurate, Birgit, and I loved that.
Uh, History repeats, so if you're a historian, you will see everything has happened before and will again. So we just have to read and play according to the history book.
Also, congrats, Birgit, to the large team.
Thanks.
I'm impressed by all you all because I have like 200 people on my phone, so I must be doing something wrong.
I bought a bigger phone. Tommy bought it for me, so I have more room, more space. And that's the whole trick. You have to enlarge even your tools.
That sounds amazing. Thank you, Birgit. Elizabeth, do you have something? Thank you for getting this started too, Dylan. I got a call and stepped away.
Hi. Uh, I'm kind of embarrassed to ask this question, but I will anyway. So I keep encouraging people to join RPS. I've had a little bit of success with that this month. Hey, you get 10% off plus free shipping the first shipment. They go in there, they put their $74 bottle of clean slate in there, it goes down to 66, and they go to check out, it says, hey, add $8 for free shipping. There's supposed to be no minimum, right? But that's not for free shipping?
It says that's not what it says. It says next month if you want to continue to get free shipping at $8.
Oh, okay, because I wasn't looking at it. My friend was on the phone telling me. So it's next month,
Yep.
you will have to add $8, not this month. Okay. So
This
there are
one?
no minimums for even staying in the RPS program if they want to
No.
just a
So
bag of coffee, they're good. Okay, and that,
RPS is completely open to every product for 10% off. RPS free shipping and RPS tokens for the rewards have minimums. This month, we have reduced the minimum to free shipping to 0. But
okay,
next month, that free shipping discount that we have, which is 0, will no longer exist.
okay. And the staying in the running for tokens is an average, right? That they get $50 if they have an average of $65 a month?
No,
Okay, nobody,
it
yeah,
has to stay over $65 for the entire 4-month period.
okay, so in other words, this month they have to spend over $65 as well.
Yes.
If they want that token, but to get the
Okay,
free
yeah.
shipping, no.
Okay, all right. Hopefully I can remember that. These things go in my brain and out the other direction, so I'll try to write it down as soon as I can. Thank you.
There's also the RPS. There's like our guides that I'll repost that has a lot of FAQs, and then I will also send the Root Prime page that goes over it.
Okay, all right, thanks. I think I go over them, but maybe I need to go over them daily. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions for Clayton while we have them, or Dylan or
Got
myself?
a question for
Clayton's
everybody.
more cool.
How many root products are you going to cook with for Thanksgiving? Do you know if you like garlic, the most gangster thing that you can do for making garlic mashed potatoes or putting garlic on green beans or garlic in anything is Zoded support powder? Holy shnikes. It's outstanding.
Dylan does that a lot, actually.
Yeah, I actually just got my friend Edison onto Zoded. I gave him the remainder part of my bottle so he can try cooking. Because he actually cooks better than I do. And he has a horrible diet.
Yeah, he does.
Nurse Christie.
Hi, Duquesne. I have a kind of a general question. Have we seen, like throughout the United States, an uptick in pets, dogs and cats being sick? Questioning that because I've had probably 5 or 6 just in my community. And it's a good way to market the Bill and Coo line, kind of as preventative maintenance. And then also the Pure Clean Pets for helping them recover. Just putting that out there.
Let me ask real quick, Coco, have you been sick? No, you've been sick? You've been lonely. You missed us because we were traveling. Have you been sick? No, you have good teeth?
No.
Good diet? Coco doesn't know what sick means unless it's attack.
What about has your dad said anything, Clayton, about increased pet sicknesses?
Well, I mean, there's a vaccinosis problem, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff going around, but I can say we haven't seen it. And my dad, I haven't talked to my dad about this because he's not in the clinic anymore. But guys, your pets are the canary in the coal mine. If
Yeah.
you guys have allergies, or if they have cancer problems, or if they have sick problems, it's because you're not taking care of them, or the environment that they're in is really toxic and it's making them sick. And that happens to be the same environment that you're in. They're just smaller. Right?
Right.
So, right.
The reason, Clayton, that I brought it up is because I have people that are not, that are even root customers, some of them, not in one isolated area, but throughout the United States. And so I was kind of putting it out there that, there is an uptick in pets being sick. You might consider this preventative, that I'm using for my pets or whatever. Just trying to help.
Yeah, it's really simple. Are you doing anything to detox your pets?
Right.
Period. Period. No other question. That's it. Do you know the environment's polluted? Here's how simple this is. Do you know the environment's polluted? People are like, yeah, it's terrible. I'm like, and you send your dogs outside? You go, oh, yeah, you might want to
Right.
fix that. What are you doing to clean them up?
Right.
Sure. Use this. They're like, wow, that's really cool. It's like add it to their food. Good to go. Now do it for yourself. There you go. People spend more on their animals than they do on themselves.
My brother informed me, I'll make this quick. My brother informed me that my dad's dog that I inherited when my dad passed away is 17 years old. I thought he was 13, but my brother was with my dad when my dad picked the puppy up. And he asked me, what's going on. And the only thing that he'll eat now is raw beef, and he gets the Bill and Coo line. And so
That's pretty much all he needs.
17. I was surprised. But yeah, it's people spend more on their pets than they do themselves. And I think the Bill and Coo line gets forgotten about a lot.
That almost could be a little campaign to talk about.
It does get forgotten about, and it would be interesting if the Root Brands and us did something special to make sure it got remembered next week by having an extra benefit with that. Not saying what that is. Also, kind of like the genetic tests, which sometimes gets forgotten about. I wonder if the company might be doing something extra special with that next week too.
Wait, there's a genetic test? Sorry, I must have forgotten about it.
I
I'm just
know,
kidding.
right?
Just a little hint for those are actually two of our extra special events that will be happening next Monday, and all ambassadors will be notified on Sunday. So keep an eye out.
I want
Get
to talk about something that
ready
Verena said.
for the fun. Bianca's going to do some amazing rage videos about not knowing yourself.
Verena posted in the chat that pesticides are horrible for dogs and cats. I want to point out how if your dog or cat is like taken outside daily to like a park or whatever, that park, because I used to work landscaping, I promise you has pesticides, even colorings in it. So maybe be on the lookout next week for deals with Bill and Coo products, because I think there's one that might help with heavy metals and toxins, specifically for your animal.
Hey, look at that. Christy's got the puppy.
I
The
have
bougie.
I have Coco's little brother.
Oh, come here. Hey, come here. Hey, come here. Come say hi. No, you don't get to see them. That one. Come here. Say over here. Look. We have another dog in the office today, so Coco's preoccupied. Here, look here.
Any other last questions, things we can do to help, strategies one would like some tips on for next week, anything like that? It's a great time to ask and specifically bug Clayton with it since he's here and said he'll take all the questions.
Uh-oh.
I actually just saw someone, Rashay Williams. I believe this is from 2 weeks ago. Make sure, I'm not sure you have, but make sure you reach out to Tiger about the Route U from 2 weeks ago. Because she won the online prize.
You know what's crazy, Richey, is dogs don't just sniff the grass, they also sniff the bum. You want to make sure your nose is clean after doing that. Birgit, do you have your hand up again? Or are you just waiting there with your
Yes,
hand?
I forgot to tell you something. At the weekend, I was at the Marriott Hotel in Frankfurt at a big celebration for the 250th birthday of the U.S. Marine Corps. And at the head table was the lady that arranged in the Marriott Hotel with the hotel director your event or our event on the 1st of October in the Marriott in Frankfurt. And they complimented me how well it went and how nice guests you were, and everything was so super smooth. And they really wanted to compliment you. And I wanted to not forget to tell you.
Oh, that's
You were
great.
well received in Frankfurt, and please come back, she said.
Okay. There we go.
And I have to congratulate Daniela. I think she's on here,
She is.
also with the dog. And she did MC so well. I mean, she really hit it. And after this, our sales jumped. And after the krill oil, naturally.
Verena did great too. They stepped in and knocked it out of the park.
I do want to add, well, yes, shout out to that. Whoever gave me somebody sent an apple cider home for me to try, and I forgot who it was, but I did finally get to try it.
Me.
Thank
It was
you.
us. Yeah.
And I got him to get in it, and it was
Yes.
glorious.
Clayton gave it to me a week and a half ago. We had a family cook-off, and that was my beverage. So thank you, Daniela. I meant to message and I forgot.
Bambo with care. We're still waiting for the video. Hans and Franz would be a good one for this one.
So Duquesne, we were supposed to, if that's what I'm thinking of, we were supposed to cheers and me and you were supposed to chug that one together.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's been done.
I cheers with Clayton, so apologies, Dylan.
Okay, I drank mine a long time ago.
Verena has her hand up, so we'll get Verena. I did want to bring up before that, Birgit brought up a great point. This is just a reminder that the krill oil and then route travel have been the two things that have really seen people grow in their RPSs. And so I checked, about half of the top 10 people, they have either focused on really promoting the krill oil or the route travel, and they've used that to grow their RPSs. And so just in case people are looking for tips or tricks on how to grow or promote RPS, those two have been really great. I think the limited way that the krill oil is only available on RPS has been a big help. And then the affordability and cheapness of route travel has been a great way for people to get RPS and the benefits of it. So I did want to just throw that out to you all because that could be very helpful.
Especially if you're traveling over the holidays, you
Yeah.
can save money.
Verena.
Thank you. I've got two questions. One is, in fact, referring to the krill on Prime. Would it be an option for somebody who wants to try the krill as quickly as possible to place a second RPS order because she has already had her normal Prime order in November, or is this not possible from a system point of view.
Dylan, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think RPS orders have to be 20 days apart.
Yes,
21.
I mean, but it could still be like hers was beginning of November. So if she respects the 20 days between, could she place a second RPS order in November and then make sure she adjusts the date for December?
Yes, that should be doable. And Verena, just message me and reach out if she's having trouble and we can work through it.
Okay, that's great. And the other one is a question concerning Parkinson's. I think you know it's an important subject to me because of my mom's history. And I will be attending a Parkinson's network conference this weekend with a lot of mainstream doctors. So I'm not sure how open they will be, but I definitely want to try my best. And I was wondering if there's any chance that I can suggest that we might be able to have a Zoom call with one of you guys if he really wants to know more about addressing the root cause.
I would actually send a message to the science at the root brands and ask for the patent that's been filed on the mechanisms for treating Parkinson's, and then maybe ask for the deck that's been done for it, just so you have the materials to go, oh, this isn't hype. There's already data.
Yes, I have the data. Thanks, Clayton, but I already reached out a long time ago, so I've got all the data, but I'm hoping to try to, well, suggest at least a Zoom call if that's feasible. Great, thank you.
Send it.
Verena, reach out to Dylan or I, and we'll see what the schedules look like for all of us, and we'll see what Clayton and Dr. Rom's schedule looks like. I will say there's basically no time until after like after Thanksgiving. But if it's after that, we can look at the schedules and see if we can get something scheduled for a call.
Yeah, sure. And typically, I mean, they also are busy, so it might be just fine to arrange it early enough. Thank you.
Thank you. Kathy Joe, and I thought there was one other hand that might be gone now. So if that was you, you can raise your hand again. But
I
Kathy,
raised my hand again too. Yeah.
there we go. We'll get you next. Kathy Joe, and then we'll get, yes, Rashay.
Okay, I'm here. Is there any way you guys could make like a sneak peek link for route travel? That way people can look at it and get a better understanding of how great this is for them, but they
No,
can't
but you could.
join. How?
Well, get
I'm
it.
not that techie, Clay.
And then do a Zoom with yourself, actually record a Zoom with yourself, going through it and showing people where you like to travel and what savings could be. Or maybe pick a couple spots where you'd want to go on vacation or show people, and you do it yourself. That way it's not us doing it. This is what each of you can do, because guys, you could do this on TikTok. You can do this on socials. Like, hey, check this link out. Here's what I did. Like in Dubai, you want to go to Dubai, you can save $5,000. What did Duquesne, didn't we look at one in Italy, like staying at the best place, like right next to the Spanish Steps in Rome, and you could save $6,000?
Yes, we did do that. And I would agree with Clayton. The best way to do it is for yourself to have it, because honestly, if you're going to try to convince other people to get something, then you should also kind of be a supporter of it. But I did make a video that's been live for, I think, 2 to 3 months. I just put it in the chat. It does navigate through the route travel portal. And I will reemphasize, YouTube is a great place to go if you want to check and see if we have material out there, because a lot of times we do have something out there.
I just want to point out, not a lot of times, 99% of the time when someone asks us for marketing assets, videos, we have made something about that, or as Clayton said, it's very easy to film yourself doing that as well. It means a lot more for people you're sending videos to if you show yourself doing the thing you're talking about.
Since I'm not a traveler per se, that might be more difficult for me because you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, I could still do it, but
yeah,
speak from the heart because I really, I don't fly. So yeah.
I just know that like I'm very good at selling crush and sculpt because I actually use them. I'm
Right.
assuming that if you actually use the price you're trying to sell people with, it might be easier. And even just making a short video explaining it, you can do that, obviously.
Or what,
Okay.
Kathy Joe, what you could do is connect with somebody else on here. They'll use their account, post their link in the video, and then you can share it with all your friends for them.
There you go.
See if anyone raises their hand to do that one. Jill's like, I'll do it.
Again, I did already record videos though, so I sent them in the chat for English and German. I did not do one in other languages, but
When did you learn German?
We're going to the next question.
Can I
If you
finish my
recently-
other question?
We'll get back to you, Kathy Joe. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance.
Hey, I guess I'm the last question. And first I want to say thank you. This is my second.
Everyone, I'm hearing everyone talking and I'm not sure why.
Elizabeth, you might be on the wrong channel. There's not everyone talking. Let's please stay calm.
That was hilarious.
I'm calm. I just don't know how to stop this.
Log out, log back into the Zoom, just change you might have clicked the interpretation, but you don't need to interrupt Rashay. I'm sorry, Rashay, if you want to keep going with your question.
It's not a problem. Okay, so basically my question is I'm pretty new, and the only product that I've used myself is Ram Roast.
Let's go.
And I love it, honestly. Like super, super, super love it. And I love that it's mold free and all of the things. So I just was at a coffee shop down the street. And I'm friends with the owners. And I was wondering, like, as an ambassador, sort of the regulations on working with someone that has a storefront. I don't know if that's a thing.
Go for it. That's what we're here for. And if you need help with it, reach out to Duquesne.
Yeah, and this guy is very successful. The guy that owns it, he and his spouse started the business, and they just have so much success, especially with the Latino population in our town, which is down the street from your headquarters. And so I think it would be really cool if they could get the bougie coffee involved, which I'm going to call it the bougie coffee because it's mold free. And they could like sort of tell people this is like the next level of coffee. You know, like we got all the stuff that you all like, but this is the next level.
Well, if it's for the Latin community, it's coffee with machismo.
Right. And then we could like put monk fruit with it, or, you know, like something to make it more healthy. We could call it the healthy or the bougie coffee, you know, but I was thinking about that earlier when I was down there. And I really think that could really be a big deal for the community.
Well, I actually met a youngin, well, the parents of a youngin this weekend, and she actually just does videos of making different coffee drinks at home and puts them on social media.
Yeah.
And if guys, if you want the coolest, simplest vanilla latte, you take Ram Roast and whatever your favorite milk or milk substitute is with agave, because actually that agave actually tastes like vanilla. And there you go.
Yeah.
And it's
Perfect.
low glycemic. And for the Hispanic community, they know agave too, because then you
They
turn
do.
coffee into a margarita.
And also he likes to make videos, so I might try to get him to be an ambassador as well. He likes to, like, that's something he really loves to do. I'm not as spontaneous about making videos at this time in my life, but I probably will be soon because I want to start making videos about Ram Roast myself.
You know the crazy part?
Real quick, Clayton, let me at least I want to answer it. I'll give it to you. But yes, we can do that. The model is a little different. And so if ambassadors ever have kind of like more of a wholesale or storefront that they want to do, just reach out to Dylan or myself and we can help you get that planned, because we have to set it up a little differently than just like a normal using a referral code. In the new site we're doing, it will actually be a lot easier. But yes, we can do that. I put my email in the chat, so just reach out. And now,
Gotcha.
Clayton,
Thank you. Yeah, perfect.
all you, Clayton, you can.
Forgot what part I was going to go over, but it's the beautiful part of making things fun.
I will say we have short time left, and I think Kathy Joe had a question before too. I just want to remind of that.
Yeah,
She's already had one.
Well,
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks.
Okay, perfect.
Nurse Christy, do you have a last question? And then we can head out.
Short time.
I just wanted to share that the most bougie thing I've seen with coffee is whipped honey. If you've not seen that, you might want to look into that.
It is very, very bougie. It's a little
Yes.
for me, but some people love it, I know.
And honey, natural sweetener, going,
Uh-huh.
along that same line as the agave.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for the call today. It was great. Shout out and congrats again to all those who are really doing the work for these different contests and competitions. We are seeing some amazing results. And just reach out if you all have questions or any exciting opportunities that you want help with. Shout out to everybody here that has reached out to us because we love being able to help you. I see Amber on my screen right now. Bianca, I've reached out to Daniela. So Isabel is also here. So thank you all who reach out to do strategy with us and help yourself grow.
And remember, the best stocking stuffer happens to be the gift that keeps on giving. That could be Rom Roast.
Or clean slate, or clean spirit.
Or tokens.
Booyah, Stuart.
All right.
Or crush. Bye, y'all.